We humans, we love patterns. We find them everywhere, even where they don't exist. But what about when they exist? What about the subtle signals, the whispers of change, the harbingers that hint at the shape of things to come? How will you know when harbingers are being revealed if you're listening to the wrong voice? Think of it like this. The universe is constantly whispering secrets to us, clues about the past, present, and future. But if we're not paying attention, if we're too busy listening to the noise of our own lives, we'll miss them entirely. No, you won't understand what is really happening around you. Today, we're going to explore the fascinating world of harbingers. We'll journey from the depths of space to the heart of human society, examining real-life events that have foreshadowed major shifts and upheavals. Are there any real-life events that can be considered harbingers? The answer to this question is yes and yes. Get ready to have your perception of the world forever altered. Let's start with the animal kingdom, a place where instinct and survival are deeply intertwined. You know, we often think of ourselves as the most intelligent species on this planet. But when it comes to sensing impending danger, animals often put us to shame. Take earthquakes, for example. For centuries, there have been anecdotal accounts of animals behaving strangely in the hours leading up to seismic events. Dogs barking incessantly, birds fleeing their nests, even fish jumping out of the water. Now, science is starting to catch up with these ancient observations. Researchers are finding that some animals can actually detect subtle changes in the Earth's electromagnetic field or the release of certain gases that precede earthquakes. It's like they have a sixth sense, a built-in early warning system that we humans simply haven't evolved. It makes you wonder, what else are animals sensing that we're not? What other secrets of the natural world are they privy to? Now let's lift our gaze to the cosmos and talk about comets, those icy wanderers of the solar system. For millennia, comets have been seen as harbingers of great change, both auspicious and ominous. Think about Halley's Comet. Its appearance in 1066 AD coincided with the Battle of Hastings, a pivotal event in English history. Was it just a coincidence? Or was it a sign from the heavens, a celestial omen? Fast forward to more recent times, and we have Comet Neowise, a spectacular visitor that graced our skies in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic. Again, some saw it as a harbinger, a cosmic signpost, marking a period of global upheaval. Whether or not you believe in such celestial portents, there's no denying the powerful hold that comets have on our collective imagination. They remind us that we are part of a much grander cosmic dance, and that the universe is full of mysteries we may never fully comprehend. Now let's bring things back down to earth, specifically to the realm of politics. Political rallies, those grand spectacles of democracy in action, can often serve as harbingers of things to come. The energy of the crowd, the fervor of the supporters, the slogans chanted in unison, they can all be telling indicators of the political climate and the potential outcome of an election. Think back to the rise of Barack Obama. His 2008 campaign rallies weren't just political events. They were cultural phenomena, drawing massive crowds and igniting a sense of hope and change. Those rallies weren't just about electing a president. They were harbingers of a shifting social landscape, a desire for a more inclusive and progressive America. Of course, Political rallies can also be harbingers of darker forces, as seen in the rise of populist movements and authoritarian leaders around the world. History is replete with examples of social movements that started as whispers of discontent and grew into roars that shook the foundations of society. These movements, often fueled by a desire for equality, justice, or freedom, can be powerful harbingers of societal transformation. Think about the civil rights movement in the United States. What began as a series of boycotts, sit-ins, and marches eventually led to the dismantling of segregation and the expansion of civil rights for African Americans. Or consider the Stonewall Uprising, a pivotal moment in the fight for LGBTQ+ rights. What started as a spontaneous protest against police brutality at a gay bar in New York City ignited a global movement for LGBTQ+ equality. These movements, and countless others like them, demonstrate the power of collective action and the profound impact it can have on shaping the course of history. The economy, that complex web of transactions and indicators, is constantly sending out signals, if you know where to look. For those who can decipher its cryptic language, the economy whispers its secrets, offering glimpses into the future. Stock market indices, for example, are often seen as barometers of economic health. Sharp declines can be harbingers of recessions, while sustained growth might signal a booming economy. But it's not just about the big picture. Even subtle shifts in specific economic metrics, like consumer confidence or unemployment rates, can be early warning signs of economic turbulence or recovery. The key is to pay attention to the patterns, to connect the dots, and look for the bigger trends that these indicators are pointing towards. The consumer's whisper, reading the tea leaves of spending habits. You know, we often think of ourselves as individuals making independent choices. But when you zoom out and look at consumer behavior as a whole, patterns emerge, and those patterns can be incredibly revealing. Shifts in consumer spending habits, for example, can be early indicators of broader economic trends. Are people suddenly buying more durable goods? That could be a sign of growing consumer confidence and a potential economic upswing. Are they tightening their belts and cutting back on discretionary spending? That might signal uncertainty or even an impending recession. By paying attention to what people are buying, and perhaps more importantly, what they're buying, we can gain valuable insights into the collective mood and the direction the economy might be heading. Technology's trajectory. Innovations that reshape our world. Technology has always been a driving force of change, shaping the way we live, work, and interact with the world around us. And often, the emergence of new technology serves as a harbinger of even greater societal shifts to come. Think about the rise of the internet. What started as a niche tool for academics and researchers quickly evolved into a global phenomenon, transforming communication, commerce, and culture in ways few could have predicted. Or consider the advent of social media. These platforms didn't just change how we connect with friends and family. They reshaped the media landscape, influenced political discourse, and even sparked revolutions. The key is to look beyond the technology itself and consider its potential ripple effects. How might this new tool or platform disrupt existing industries, alter social norms, or reshape the very fabric of our lives? Nature's shifting baseline, climate change, and the unraveling of our ecosystem. And finally, let's talk about the most pressing challenge of our time, climate change. The natural world is sending us undeniable signals that our planet is in peril. Rising sea levels, extreme weather events, mass extinctions. These are not just isolated incidents. They are harbingers of a planet in distress. But here's the thing about climate change. It's not just about melting ice caps and rising temperatures. It's about the unraveling of ecosystems, the displacement of communities, the potential for mass migrations and resource conflicts. It's about the very future of our species. The question is, are we listening? Are we willing to heed these warnings and take action before it's too late? The universe is whispering. Are you listening? So, there you have it. From the subtle behaviors of animals to the grand movements of celestial bodies, from the fervor of political rallies to the silent warnings of a changing climate, harbingers are all around us. They are the whispers of the universe, the clues that hint at the shape of things to come. It's important to note that while these events can be considered harbingers, their predictive power varies. And interpretation often depends on context and perspective. But here's the thing about harbingers. They're not about predicting the future with absolute certainty. They're about paying attention, about being attuned to the subtle signals and patterns that surround us. They're about asking ourselves, what if? What if these whispers are telling us something important? What if by listening closely, we can gain a deeper understanding of our world and make more informed decisions about the future?